Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training with a 7-month-old Malinois by the name of Desmond. And Desmond's a great example of this guy's work. He's doing a great job with the luring. This dog lures very well. You can get him into right away, going head up and get him in the focused heel. He knows all the work because that's what this guy is getting good at, right? He's getting good at conditioning behaviors based on luring. And like I said before, that's all well and good, and it's something we start with. We start with luring, and we teach the dog the clicker. I don't think he's really done that this much, but I'm already conditioning the dog to the clicker. Anticipatory want. Click means food's coming, right? So that's your first marker. It's called the terminal bridge marker. Our goal is to teach the dog no, good, and yes, and our communication baseboard in regards to that, start luring behaviors, but there's so much more, as I've mentioned before, in building a dog, right? I use a lot of environment and a lot of understanding of a dog's energy and where his head's at in the work. And I always talk about that. Where's the dog's head at in the work? This dog's into the food, which is fine. It gives you a tool that you need. But you need to balance everything and get the dog doing a bunch of other things. So with these dogs, both this one and the other, Draco, the Dutch Shepherd, Tommy and Devil son, Tommy and Devil breeding, Hans Peg's breeding. The gentleman's been keeping him in the kennel, and he takes him out right away. He goes into work, go in the lure, then he goes and puts him back, and he's got a lot of dogs he's working. So it's causing a problem, whether he realizes it or not, where the dog's head's in the food, and that's all I see. Where's his head right now in this? Going after the food, his nose, his sensory perception going into the food, and that's where his head's at, right? We need to get this dog's head out into the world. So I need to teach this dog, yep, you go free hunt. You go free hunt. Good boy, good. A release word. I need to concentrate on the dog's energy level when he does things, because excitement will be overstimulated, will cause problems. With a high energy outflow dog like this, these Malinois and Dutchies, you don't need to do hardly anything to stimulate them. But we need to work real hard at keeping them to learn to be calm, right? You heard me talking about off switch before. How do you condition an off switch? It's what you do with your environment. You teach the dog place and you teach him to lay down. So each one of these dogs, the customer, the client, has asked me to do specific things with. With Draco, he's asked me to start doing reward placement and get the dog away from the food and start teaching him the next stage, which is toy. And Draco's ready for it. So we're doing reward placement. With him, he's having a problem getting the dog to do a downstay because he keeps crawling forward. It's excitement. So what's the answer for that? It's grounding the dog. It's not too hard, but I'm going to be doing a bunch of other things as far as where's the dog's head at in the work. Nope. Opier. Yes. Good boy. Yes. See how receptive he is to the luring? Look at that. Because that's all he's doing is coming out. He's done a great job. Don't get me wrong. With what he understands. This is this trainer's expertise. He's very good at it. But again, he's got huge holes in the training caused by the fact that, he doesn't understand it. Desmond. Good, Desmond. Yep, good boy. What are we conditioning when I give a dog's name first, and then a pause and preparatory before I give a release? We're teaching the dog to wait, to pay attention. We're putting that dog's head in gear. Desmond means something coming. What is it going to be? It's going to end up being half a dozen things, right? So now the dog learns to listen, pay attention, and that's what you're getting out of that conditioning. Real important. Yes, good. Yep. Good boy. I didn't give him his name first yet, but that's all right. Not going to kill the name. Come here, Desmond. Trying to take him back farther so I can curb his body and down, couche, and keep him down so I have a pocket to put the food in, because the first thing he needs to do is get grounded. How do we ground a dog? Good. The pattern of good. And the food down below. Good. So I step back 2 or 3 steps. He's already got the dog doing downstairs, but he says he's always creeping. What's the answer? Ground the dog. Good. By having good be your duration marker, and he gets learning to wait. Good. And anticipate the fact that you're coming to him with food, and it's going to be right between his legs. Then I go off to the side. Good. And I bring the food right back. And again, pattern and routine. Always too fast, never too slow. And build slowly, methodically. Build what you're trying to achieve in the animal. It's not hard once you understand how a dog thinks. Good. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to clock him. When I first started this, I couldn't even hard to get around the dog. So he needs to learn to be clocked. And now he's understanding the concept. He just started to figure this out yesterday with my lessons yesterday. Good. Good. Notice the pause is almost the same. Good. And now good means something to him. It means the food is coming and it's going to go between his legs. That's where it all starts, right? So, good. Notice the pausing. Pausing is making him pay attention and wait. He starts to learn that something's going to happen. He's going to come back. All I've got to do is wait. Good. So it builds your downstays. That's why I've got probably some of the best downstays you'll see on the internet. When I see my dogs doing 45-minute downstays in front of buildings, there's one with Maury that I did that was out at one of the malls, and there's a train going by him. All kinds of activity. It's in the holiday season. It's around Christmas time with one of those kids' trains. Driving right by him, and the dog's on a downstay, and I'm inside of a store looking outside of the window, watching my dog to come out if I need to handle the situation, either correct him or to do whatever I've got to do, but I'm right on top of it. He can't see me through that window. It's a tinted window. Good. The pause is the key. Good. Okay, and then stay. Remember, dogs have a very good, keen sense of time. So you're building up on time level. That's what you hear me talking about, time level. And this same pattern builds all the way into my around the corner work at a store. Good. Good. And then, dog's name, preparatory to the explosion. Desmond. There's that pause again. Good. Desmond. Yep, good boy. And he starts learning that Desmond means something coming. It's a movement, whatever it may be. It could be a down, it could be a heel, it could be a bunch of things. But Desmond means pay attention, okay? So that's some of the tricks and things that I do within my conditioning of an animal that gives me a really solid build in the dog. But environment's real important. Taking the dog out, letting him experience things, and being aware of the fact wherever you leave the dog's head at in that session is going to be where it stays. The next time you come out, he's going to be anticipating that world in that way. So this gentleman's taking the dog back, stuffing him into the kennel, going out and working other dogs. And when he comes and get the dogs out there, they're excited, obviously. They want to come out, and he's going right away into a hyper, and work. What am I going to do? I'm going to opposite that when they're with me for this next week. And then I'm going to start having the dog do releases, very calm with my walking. My whole voice tone, my whole energy level comes down to zero because I'm trying to get the dog to learn to relax. How do we teach the dog to have an off switch? We put them on their place in the house. We put them in a down, and we make them stay. We do a lot of down stays, and we get them to start to learn to relax in the house. I don't play any reindeer games. I don't get into all the toys and everything in the house, right? Good boy, Desmond. Good. And I'm not going to play anything with him right now. He wants to probably play. Look, you got a stick, huh? You got a stick? You got that stick? Good boy. What do you got, huh? What do you got? All right, out. Nope. 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 I know, Desmond. Here. You want to play? You want to play? Good boy. We'll play a little bit because I want to teach him some other things. Desmond, he doesn't know the lip wag. He needs to learn what this means. And the lip wag becomes a stimulator, right? You lip wag like that and you go backwards and the dog starts running into you. It's almost as good, if not better, than a come. Desmond. So he doesn't have a clue. He will when I get done with him. He wants these sticks. He doesn't like the ball that much yet because he's not been affected by it. Good boy, good. Out, good. Good boy, good. Nope, nope. Here. Good boy, good. There you go. Good boy, good. Yeah. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Good, there you go. Good boy. So we got to teach him little things that are going to be used in our training. Important for him to be into the balls, which he's not into right now, but we'll get there. I've got 2 balls to get him into. If you watch me work the Dutch Shepherd's already been with me and learning to out and learning to have 2 ball and all that. That dog's already done it. Desmond doesn't have a clue. He says, I've never been worked this way. Good boy, Desmond. Good. So a lot of this is building bond too. They came a couple days ago, so we're just building bond, letting it be fun for him when he comes out with me. But really important to think about where is the dog's head on the work. We had Draco. I went over to guy's house yesterday, and I worked the dogs for him so he could see me work. And first thing he did, he's got a new ATC, and he's letting the dogs exercise. And he wants to end the session that way. Can I run him around? Where are you putting the dog's head? Into high excitement. Every time he hears that motor, he's going to go crazy. And now you're trying to teach this dog to relax because he's been working the dog and doing the things as far as environmental and what he's doing with his pattern of routine. His whole pattern of his build is teaching this dog things that he doesn't want, or he doesn't realize it yet. I'm trying to warn him now before he gets too far along. These dogs will get stuck in a little rut, and they'll be, good boy, get it. Oh, good boy, Desmond, good boy, good boy. Good boy, Desmond, good boy, Desmond, good boy, yay, yes, good boy. Oh, good boy, Desmond, good, yay. That's our boy, good. Get it. Oh, get it, you missed it. A lot of throwing it, so he has to seeking nature, right? That's what retrieving is all about. Yes, get it. We'll get him high on these balls because we need them as a tool as we go along. Good boy, Desmond, good. All right, but I'm going to end my session right now with Desmond, and the most important thing I'm going to do is take him to a place of calm, very easily go into the kennel, and I'm staying in the kennel with the dogs, petting him, going to calms, because they've been so pitched, because they're getting the door shut on him, and they're excited, and that's where he's leaving the dog's state of mind. And that's will be the next time he comes out, that's where the dog's state of mind. After a while, that dog is wound up like an 8-day clock. Okay, so it's very important to be aware of what's going on a lot further down the line than just heel, sit down, stay, okay? Luring behaviors and getting a trained monkey out there in the circus tricks is not where it's at. A lot of people don't realize that. And like I said, this gentleman has thousands of people watching him, and man, they're praising him all the time and think his stuff is left. They don't realize the holes he's got in his training. Good boy, good. Yes, my boy, good. That's good. There we go. Good boy, good. Oh, and then take it away so the next time he comes out, he wants more. Hey, good boy. Good boy, good. There you go. All right, now I'm going to end this by making sure we go to one of calm, and then calmly going back to the kennel and ending it on a calm state of mind. Out. Nope. Out. Out. All right, you. Good boy, done. Good boy, we're done. We're done. Good, we're done. Yep, we're done. All right, let's go. We're done. Good boy, Desmond, we're done. Good boy, we're done. Nope. And we're going to go back to the kennel in a very calm state of mind and end our session. Mark Ferrasci, ProTech Dog Training, showing you a little bit about Desmond, and we will build on him and Draco both in a different phase. Have a good day, guys.